Alright guys, welcome back to Ranger Survival and Fieldcraft Commander, and what I have for you today is Urban Everyday Carry Kit. Stand by. Alright, Urban Everyday Carry Kit. Now these are the items that I carry on my person living in an urban dwelling. Now, the items that I carry are going to be items meant for protection and defense again, escape, some navigation, and then utility. A lot of these items are inconspicuous, everyday carry items that will not trigger suspicion. Let's go through all of these items. Now, the first group of items I'm going to have with me, pretty much the same items that we all carry every day. And that's going to be a wallet, a cell phone, and then car keys. One thing I'd like to add to my keys is the Resqme Tool. Now, the Resqme Tool has a blade inside meant for cutting seatbelts. And the other end has a depression on it that we can use. We press this in against tempered glass on a car window, and it'll shatter the glass to either extract ourselves out or breach that car to extract other people to safety. That next item for our urban everyday carry is going to be concealed carry. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth on firearms. It's up to individual user. What I will say is that a firearm, concealed carry or open carry, is the best deterrence and defense against an attacker and the best protection you can have for you and your loved ones if properly trained and properly licensed. So understand state and local laws and then get the training to operate a firearm and be confident with that firearm. Another item for our urban everyday carry going to be that utility knife. Now this is just a simple folding knife that can go easily into my pocket. A knife like this that we can open quickly with one hand and then close in the same manner. And then having a knife that is relatively cheap but sturdy and reliable will give us that cutting edge, pun intended, for everyday carry use, whether we're cutting seatbelts, whether we have to defend ourselves from an attacker. This knife will help do that. It's inconspicuous and goes right inside our pocket. Another great everyday carry item that we can carry in our kit is going to be that handy dandy lighter. A lot of people have lighters, and I think about 14% of the US population still smokes, so they're going to have lighters or some sort of lighter on them. But we can take that lighter, add a little bit of duct tape around it, and then I put a Ranger band at the bottom here, and we have a way to extend flame. And then duct tape on our person is a good way to have makeshift bandages or use the duct tape for improvisational purposes. But a lighter is another great everyday carry item. Just like I mentioned in my last video, another everyday carry item that we can have on our person is going to be a pen, like a zebra pen, stainless steel, and we can use it as not only a writing stick for signing things and making notes, but also as a defensive weapon for striking an attacker. But a pen, very inconspicuous, goes with us everywhere, lightweight, very strong. It's a good defensive weapon. Next, for our everyday carry kit in an urban and city dwelling, it's always advantageous to have light, especially in dark places. In city dwellings, in urban areas, there are dark spaces everywhere, even during the height of the day. Having a flashlight, even a small one like this button flashlight that is white LED, will help us to find our way, possibly look at maps in the dark, read at night, as well as use it for the signal. So having a small flashlight that can go in our pockets is going to be highly advantageous for an everyday carry kit. Now we're going to start getting into a little bit more of the conspicuous items of our kit. One option is to attach a key ring to our LED pocket flashlight and then attach a good sturdy handcuff key to that flashlight. The reason being, this is relatively small. We can take the key off if we need to and place that somewhere else, and we have it readily available in the event we have to undo handcuffs. In an urban and city dwelling, handcuffs are more commonplace as opposed to rural areas. So having a readily available handcuff key to get out of handcuffs is going to be incredibly important. Speaking of handcuff key, another item for everyday carry, instead of an overt handcuff key, we can have a covert handcuff key, like this covert handcuff key button that we can sew into our clothing. or we can hide in our person. But this is another handcuff key that is plastic, will not go off in a metal detector to avoid detection and use it later on to get out of handcuffs. But having a concealed or covert handcuff key is a good option and a good addition to an everyday carry kit that could go on your person. A button compass. Now, a button compass like the one I have here is small enough to fit in a pocket, put on our person, can be easily explained away, and this button compass can still give us cardinal directions. While it is not as fine-tuned as a MC2 Sunto compass, and it's not very large, it can still give us basic cardinal directions, and you can still land navigate with a button compass. But having a button compass on our person in an urban and city dwelling, even for just basic cardinal directions, will still help out in the long run, especially if we're in an area that we're unfamiliar with. One item that often goes overlooked for an urban everyday carry kit is going to be a razor blade. The razor blade I have here is a ceramic razor blade, meaning that it will not go off in a metal detector, and if I'm being wanted by law enforcement, it will not go off. I can conceal this in the tongue of my boot. I can put this inside my pant leg. I can hide this on my person and still have a way to escape restraints, possibly, whether those restraints be zip ties, rope, wire, or I can use this razor blade to fashion an improvised weapon. But a razor blade is going to pay off in the end for an urban everyday carry kit. Another item that can go in our urban everyday carry kit is a Handcuff Cordage. Now I have Kevlar Cordage right here. Kevlar Cordage, just as good as 550 cord, maybe even a little bit stronger in some cases, and way more easy to conceal. We can use this Kevlar Cordage not only to escape restraints, possibly use it for lashings and bindings for whatever purposes we need, but we can also use this to fashion improvised weapons. Everything from cutting up a piece of plastic to create a shank, to using it for a garrote, or even using it for repairing our clothing. Especially something like Kevlar Cordage that is small, compact, and mobile will only help enhance our urban everyday carry kit. Now, two items that seem everyday that I like to throw in my pockets are going to be a hair barrette and a bobby pin. Now, this hair barrette and bobby pin, I can use both to pick locks, as well as shim out of handcuffs. Now these two items are very small, everyday items. I can use these to pick locks and help escape. Another item that we can carry that is multifunctional, multi-purpose, and will give us a lot of value in an urban everyday carry kit that is inconspicuous and that just blends in with our environment. It's going to be a bandana. Bandana goes right in my back pocket. We can use a bandana as a container. We can use it as a mask. We can use it as a marker out in the tree line. We can use it to make char. We can use it as a water filter. We can use it as a collector. The bandana serves multiple functions: medical, utility, sustainment. We can use this for a variety of purposes. It's lightweight, go easily in our back pocket. We can take this out and use it when we need it. But having a bandana for an urban everyday carry kit is going to pay off in the end as well. Just like the bandana, another item that we can have on us as a piece of cloth is just a larger form of that bandana in the way of a shemagh or scarf. We can use for the same purposes, just on a larger scale. We can use this as a collector, a container, a strainer, a medical device. We can use it for a mask. We can use it to cover our facial features, break up that outline, and keep our face warm. We can use it for a variety of purpose similar to our bandana. Having a Shemagh, especially one that does not look tactical, and this is just a charcoal green sort of color that I can roll up and wear as a scarf underneath my sweatshirt. It seals it and doesn't send off any red flags to anyone, so I'll be able to explain that one away. Probably one of the only good things about the current situation that we're in, like I've mentioned in a previous video, the fact that in city and urban dwellings we have to wear a face mask of some sort. The only pro to having a face mask that you have to carry as part of an everyday kit now is that it can go over your face and hide your facial features a little bit to avoid identification and detection. And then having this mask with another mask in your kit that is a different color can help avoid detection as well. So everyone sees they're looking for somebody in a black mask and I happen to have a white mask on, I can avoid that scrutiny. Having a mask for our urban everyday carry kit is just becoming more commonplace now, and let's take advantage of it while we have the time. Alright guys, that does it for Urban Everyday Carry Kit. Those are the items that we can have on our person as part of an Urban Everyday Carry Kit. But if you like this video, and I hope you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment section. I always appreciate your feedback. I want to thank you guys for everything you do for me and for the channel. I want to thank you guys for your likes, your views, your subscriptions, your comments, your feedback, and your shares. And I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks. How to tie your own hands with duct tape. All right, prettiest thing in the world. Oh, all that hair on there.